Hello and welcome to my fourth video of the HTML basics course, and this is the part of my website crash course. So in this video we will be finishing up with the HTML basics part, and then after this we'll be going to CSS. So this is the last video of HTML basics. So can you guess what we are going to do today? We are going to do multiple things: forms, images, and links. Three things. Okay, so to do this, I'm actually going to delete all of the code inside the body and save this. Now, if you don't know how we wrote this code, check out my other tutorials. Okay, now what? We are going to give this an h1, and we'll start with links. So what are links? Links can be used to redirect pages, right? So if you click on this link, it takes you to a page. So yeah, you can also get a link to go to a different part of your website. So let's do that. Let's get a link. So you might think it's gonna be link. No, it's not. It's actually called A. A stands for anchor. Anchor. So, and then let's save this. We don't have any content. So inside the h1, I'll wrap this here. Inside the A tag, we type the text of what we want. What the text will be when, what is the text we want to click. So we want it to be link. Save this. You get this link thing. Now if you click this, nothing happens. Because we have not specified where this link should go. So this is the href tag, and this will specify where the link should go. Let's send it to google.com. So let's see. Now this won't work. Cannot get google.com. Why not? Why? Because this is thinking like it's a file inside our website. That's why it's not redirecting us to Google. So what we need to do is say HTTPS. It says that it's on the web. Google.com. Save that. And now if we click on this, it takes us to Google. Okay, that's nice. Now what I'm going to do is actually create another file. We'll call this link.html. Over here I'll get the basic code. So let's type in that. Wait. We actually type in the doc type first. Doc type HTML, HTML, then the head, then the body. Then inside the head we are going to do the title tag, new link page, the meta tag, charset UTF-8, and then the title is done. H1 new page. Save that. Okay. This is not displaying here because we have not included this here, but we are now going to do that. If we click on this link, this should take us to link.html. So that's what we'll do. We'll say link.html, save this, click on this, and it takes us to this new page. Now, if I type in HTTPS, save this, it says this site can't be reached. Why is this so? It's not on the web. It's in the system. It's not on the web. That's why it's only link.html. Click on this, and it takes us here. Okay. Now that's fine. Now let's go with images. So now we are going to talk about forms. I'm going to delete the link.html file. So let's type in. So how do you create a form now? What is a form? A form, almost every website on the web has a form. This form is used to take data from users, save that, display that, and many more things. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to create a form which uses this form tag. Yeah, now there's an action tag on this. What does this action thing do? This action does that. This action is this that, where if we submit this, where will it go? We are not going to talk about action. That will come in the website crash course backend tutorial. So that's why we're going to use this action thing. But right now we don't. Now inside this form, we are going to get a label which we want to say for. We're going to say name, and just type in name. Just save this and you see name. Nice. Now we're going to get an input. So we're just going to type in input. Type is equal to text. Save that, you get this. Now the same thing, we are going to get a BR because we want a line break. Then another label for we can say phone number. No, wait. Yeah, phone number. Actually, we'll get this one word as, and I forgot to mention that this for is equal to name, right? We also need to give this an ID of name. Don't worry about this. We'll cover IDs in CSS, so you can just think that it's a unique thing, and a name of name. So that's it. Label, number, that's it. Next word and input again, but this time what we're going to do is say number, which we want these to be number. Name, name is going to be phone number, and ID again, phone number. Now I'm going to introduce you another thing, max length. Now I'm recording in India, and in India your phone number can only be 10 digits, so 10. What this will do is this will say that we can't have a number more than 10 digits. Fine. That's, yeah, but I can't see a gap between, even though I put a BR tag. Why is this so? Okay, let's see. This is so because I think we need to pay. We can remove this and save that. Yes. So it's getting a line break, but it's not giving a space in between. So we want a space also. So we need to do BR tags. Now it's going to give a space. Okay, now let's try this up. Name, coding 1101. Phone number. You can use the, now you actually see that, actually if I zoom in, yes, you actually see that we get these two buttons, and if we actually click on them, this increases the number here. Let me zoom out and check. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we can decrease it. We can go all the way to minus, so just check that out. Okay, let's type in some random phone number. This is not a real phone number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now it's letting me type more than 10 digits. Why is this so? Okay, this is not working because I have not put max length. Max length would be if you want it to be for text, but we are talking about numbers right here. So that's why we need to put just max. Save this. Let me just do that again. This is all working. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's again working. This is because, okay, the mistake was actually that we need to actually type in text instead of number because the max length property only works in text. So yes, so now I'm going to type a random phone number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now it's not allowing me to put another digit. Name can be coding 01. Done. Now what else do we need? Well, a form always has a button to submit this, right? So that's what I'm going to do. A button, type submit, and then button gonna be text of the button is gonna be submit. Save that and you get this. Let me actually Naman. Yes, click on submit and it's refreshed everything. But actually, you see this. You see the URL name is coding 1101. Why is this name? Because the name is here. If I actually change this to code, then it refresh, it still has this. Why? I'm gonna change this back to name and I'm gonna change this name to code. Now if I actually refresh, it's not working, so that's why I'm gonna actually copy this URL and actually if I paste this in here, what this does is actually it says name is coding 1101 because this for is equal to name. If I actually say code refresh, you need to actually change that, which won't work because we've already supplied it and submitted it that. So we can actually get this back to name and this back to name. And this name is equal to coding 1101 because we typed coding 1101 right there, and phone number, which is here because we typed phone number right there, is equal to 123 whatever we type. So using JavaScript we can get these values from these names and we can use these. Nice. So that's it. We are done with forms. Now let's talk about images. So this is the last topic. So what I'm going to do is get an image. So how do you display an image? Well, images can be displayed using the image tag. Source, well, a source where this image can be found. So let me just type in the source. So I found an image from Unsplash. It's this one. So I'm actually going to copy this right there and paste in there. Save that and you get this image. Nice. You can control the width of this. So that's what we're going to do. We have this alt tag. We are going to just change the width in 1 minute. This alt tag says if you're using a screen reader, what should this read? So this is image. So if you're using a screen reader, this is what it's going to say. Next part, we are going to get the width of about 100. Makes it a bit smaller and it auto generates the height to also change. If we make this 100, it's a perfect square, but I'll just leave it with 100. Done. Now how do I actually get this image to display without using this URL? Well, if you want it to be a file on your computer, what I'm going to do is just do the same thing, but I'm going to save this image. Save this image right over in my YouTube folder, the website crash course, and yes, I'm going to save it right there. I'm going to cross this out and you see if you get that, you get this photo something something. It's a .this file. We need to convert this into a JPEG, so I'll just type in JPEG, save that. Now it's a JPEG. You can actually check that it's a JPEG. Yes, nice. Now we are just gonna image source and then whatever our photo's name was. So it's actually called, what is it called? It's actually called, rename this, and I'll actually copy this whole thing and I'll paste this in and save this. It still works. You can change the width again, height, alt, image again, the width to 100. It's gonna work. Yes. So that's it for this video, and this is the end of HTML. If you like my course till now, please be sure to like, subscribe and share my videos, and be sure to check my CSS tutorial next. Okay,